I just drank a beer and now I'm on my skateboard. One of my friends in there, she's a hoot. She's fucking hilarious. And she used to drive me off there. I'm on my knees right now. It's really fun. Surf it out. Oh, you missed a surf. Damn. Now we're going 0.5 miles an hour. Not even. And we're gonna go backwards. Oh! Okay. We're gonna hit one of these. Hopefully you can stay put as such. Okay. Ready? And we're gonna hit the homies. This is where Dulce works. This is the brewery part and such. And this fucking joint, let me show you the menu. Has like bomb ice creams and the sorts. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Actually, used to drive a What's up, man? How are you? Fresh cut, dude.
Thank you.
Very nice. Okay. Oh. It's nice. Very nice. I'm excited. I have some cool stuff to talk about with Lou later. Can't wait to share with you guys everything. She doesn't know yet. That's how I be though. That's one thing about old friends. They know a side of you that other people maybe do not know. And I'm more like myself than I ever have been, but more so like myself when I was very young. I used to be a drunk, but not a drunk. Just, we used to party all the time. And now, through my studies and such, and just life itself, slowing down and then speeding back up and all of the sorts, I'm back to a drunk self without mass substances or anything, you know. A beer here and there and a shit ton of cannabis flower. But that does nothing but, you know, kiss my helix system. You know what I'm saying? Makes me youthful and such. Yes, that is in the Savant quarters. When you breach the infinity quarters, you know, through the essence of Tourette's or pushing through that, you give the illusion of being wasted or not. You know, I'm a very fun drunk. I've always been a really fun drunk. And I am that person without anything. And I love it. I love it. Very, very good. The essence of that when I was young actually led me to become sick, obviously. You know, that's where it all comes from when you're young and all of that. But, you know, I'm a healed version, body-wise, mind, body, soul, of who I used to be. And now, I mean, honestly, I feel, what do I feel? I feel 1,000,000 years old, and I feel maybe 17 again. Very nice, very beautiful. I have a lot of energy. A lot. Too much sometimes, but never too much. Always a perfect amount. Okay, skate back with me, and then we're going to used to drive a Honda. I want a taco. Might try something new. The pizzas here look freaking insane. Right. I hit Postmates up to sponsor me. Tag Postmates. I'm in a lot of hotels, you know. So that's what I do, you know. I eat, obviously. That is my essence to you. I have a whole lot of people always asking me, you know, do you still cut hair? Do you still of the sort? And I do not, you know. Every once in a while I do, but only for family. So, I mean, obviously not behind a chair, but I, after opening my shops and such and traveling, the emulance or the passion faded. And not in a way where, you know, I despise or anything. I just noticed that the artist in myself started to dissipate. And due to the essence of the type of savant mind that I have, and many other barbers that I know actually, we're artists. And so when we step into the field of ownership, a lot of the essence of what I taught traveling was how to manage and delegate work, you know. So it becomes very overwhelming for an artist, you know, people that are taking their own bookings, doing their own, all of that. I was fortunate enough to not have to book my own anything for travel. That was nice. I had a manager for that. But the shop, in essence, I just couldn't hire the right type of help, to be honest. And I ended up just, you know, push came to shove, and I said, you know what? I was feeling my body, and I was sick. I was very, very sick, and you know, not any support around me. Yes, I was. It was a very difficult time, really. So, finding myself in essence of a new desire, I always said, you know, and every time that I would speak, I would always say I've always been spoiled with passion. Always, 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 my whole entire life. And at that point, I stopped. You know, I was ready for new ventures. So it's been maybe 4 or 5 years down that journey, and I stepped from self-healing and psychic studies into the autistic savant mind, which I had to, or else I would have died, for sure. I was very, very sick. I couldn't even make it up the stairs. And, you know, the type of abuse that I was under in my own household was very, very detrimental to my health. So, very important. You know, that's a piece of advice that I give all of you, is to chase your desires. Quit. It's not about currency. You know, it's about emulance and being able to say that you have never lost passion, you know. And that's what I could say. I've never lost passion for the things that I loved. It's just finding the things that you loved. And going back, learning the things that you always wanted to do. I wasn't like a very avid skateboarder, and now I'm just shredding everywhere. I love it. Next venture, motorcycles and surfing and such, and all of the things that made me happy as a kid. And then eating and traveling, and I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm very, very excited to introduce to you guys. Very new. The base of my studies are just going to be pushed out in emulance. So cannabis and food in a new way. in a way that's healing for the mind, body, soul. And I really feel for the artists, and then I feel for the other side, the humans that are more so, mechanical minded. They fire from the cynical mind, to really step into the inner child. Very important. Very, very important. I mean, because you'll see in my other videos, without annulence, there's coagulation in the body. The misconstrued cancer, like I was telling you about, it's you'll notice edema or weight in the ankles. Let me share with you actually what I experienced with cancer. It was very detrimental and, very micro nuance. I was really able to, I literally did nothing but read tarot, really dive into my spiritual essence, and further my spiritual journey into learning what I was dealing with atomically in my body and also spiritually, spirit-wise. Very haunted, like I said, in previous essences. And all it is just materia. It's hydrogen and oxygen and ethereal essence. So there's a force, a magnetism and force. And this actually pushes what we know as the lymphatic system. It's a mystery to science right now, the lymphatic system in essence, because it's a recycling system for the body that must be moved manually. And what the world does not know is it's ethereal. It's through spells and essence of spells, which is a connection, triangular connection of believing in a godlike substance or yourself, light, and essence of materia itself. So it pushes all of the essence lymphatically, but it's called ectoplasm. And if you look it up, it looks more insidious and creepy. And it is kind of. It's a very powerful force. What you see and, in me, the force that you see, it's esoteric. So if you look up esoteric, you'll notice the floating monks. I have the same essence. It's very powerful reverse magnetism and magnetism itself. Very strong power. So I'm able to levitate, really, and float and lean, Michael Jackson was actually more of a leaner as well, a mysterious leaner. And this is the essence of magnetic force and pull itself. So I've stepped out of, you could say I was possessed, or possessed in essence, but really it's not like that at all. It's really just this magnetic bobular essence trying to move what the body's essence is supposed to be. And you'll notice a whole bunch of discombobulation. And right now in this time frame, if the spiritual ones, it's the time of Aquarius and ascension and such, awareness, and this essence of ascension is actually helium compounds that are raising in us. So you'll notice that your mind is really wild right now, or it continues to, maybe you're having like sandstorms in your mind. This mass discombobulation is actually the helium compounds moving your atoms and turning your kinetics. So, and it comes from pain. It comes from your deepest essence of your ability to handle abuse. And so mine is I have a really high pain tolerance and I'm not scared of shit, I grew up with things climbing up into my bed, up my walls and stuff, and most recently I fought it by myself. Nobody's seen it. I think, a little snippet here or there I've seen floating around the internet of me. But it's a beautiful thing. I screamed through it. I had to scream through it, and I had to, I was mute for a long time, most recently, and I was mute when I was young too. I didn't speak for a long time. So the voice and essence that you see and the singing and dancing comes from that mute as a child. I'm finally speaking my truth, and it's very beautiful, and my essence is to share. So do not be afraid. It is only light, and it is darkness, and it's a very heavy load that I handle, a very, very heavy dark load that I handle. And I was thinking of laundry at the moment, and very, very, I'm at ease now, I'm at peace, and thank you for everyone who was very supportive. Only a few I see. I know it was very frightening maybe to witness, but you know what? Thank me that it's me, because it was very heavy, and it was very heavy substance to break through. But what I can say for you is to choose the positive ions. Always choose positively. Your willpower kinetic that is in the torture chambers, that is going to flip, and that's going to push all of this essence into movement. And so, I'll share more types of diagnoses, but everyone is really stiff. It's a stiff movement, and it comes from trauma, PTSD in the most microbial essence. So, yes, that is all I feel like sharing right now. I'm going to drink some water and enjoy company and such, and I'll post another video of Lou and I grubbing. But if you don't see it on Instagram, it's going to be on YouTube, so check those out. And I'm actively posting on TikTok as well. So okay, love ya. Bye.